Okay, today I'd like to talk about projection. That's a big word, but it's a word that I feel is important for people who live with an alcoholic or have experience living with an alcoholic to understand. Because I have for 12 years, and I was there and I thought, oh God, I don't understand this. What is happening? But I now know, I just know this, that alcoholics, I probably should say most because there's always exceptions, but most alcoholics are very good at making their partner or also their children feel useless, unwelcome, worthless, those kind of things. And it is my firm belief that this is projection. So it's a subconscious, so I'm fairly sure they're not conscious of this, way of them to deal with their own frustration and anger, possibly, and hurt. Now, I don't want to use that as an excuse because it isn't an excuse to then be horrible to other people. But a lot of them do that. A lot of them are very good at saying things like, oh, it's all your fault. If it wasn't for you, or you're ugly, you don't know anything, you're worthless, who are you? And that grains on you. And in my case, my ex was very clever. He was a binge drinking, functioning alcoholic, still working. And he used to say things to me as, oh, you call yourself an artist, or I was writing books. Oh, you call yourself a writer, you're useless. And oh God, it really hurt. It was really difficult to listen to that and to not feel that there was some truth in there, because quite often what happened was he was drunk and I was so frustrated and I pleaded, or I said, oh, again, or whatever, or it was just on my face. But that created then a worse episode. And so it was quite logical for me to think, oh, it is my fault, because if I hadn't said anything, maybe he would have stopped. If I hadn't said anything, maybe he wouldn't have walked out, because my ex did that. He walked out and then I didn't know where he was, and he came back a day later or something, and it was awful. And this is something that a lot of people who live with an alcoholic experience. And I'm just sharing these short videos to bring awareness and to hopefully give you the idea that really, you're not alone in this, and you're not the only one who's having to deal with this and having to deal with this situation in this way. I mean, it is awkward, it is awful, but it's not your fault. But there is a way to at least start living with it, whether you decide to leave or stay, and that is that the focus needs to be on you. And that's actually a little bit of a mantra for me, for you. Bye for now.